INFJs are known for their deep minds, intuitive insights, and quiet strength. But what most people don't realize is that INFJs have an entire hidden world of habits and behaviors that go completely unnoticed. Because INFJs tend to be private, introspective, and sometimes even mysterious, many of their daily routines, thought patterns, and quirks remain invisible to the outside world. These hidden habits shape their experiences, fuel their emotional depth, and sometimes even surprise the INFJ themselves. Today, we're diving into 6 INFJ habits that no one sees. The things they do when no one is watching, the mental processes they don't talk about, and the routines that make them who they are. Let's get started. 1. They rehearse conversations in their head, over and over. INFJs don't just think about conversations before they happen, they replay them after they happen, analyzing every detail. Why this happens? 1. INFJs have a strong introverted intuition, NI, that constantly runs in the background, predicting outcomes and reviewing past events. 2. They are highly self-reflective and want to ensure that they communicate effectively. 3. Their overthinking nature makes it difficult to let go of certain interactions, especially ones that felt meaningful or unresolved. What this looks like in real life. 1. Before a big conversation, they mentally script different possible responses and predict how the other person might react. 2. After an interaction, they replay the entire conversation, analyzing tone, body language, and hidden meanings. 3. Sometimes they even imagine alternate versions of how things could have gone if they had said something different. Key takeaway: INFJs don't just experience conversations once, they live them over and over, trying to extract meaning, predict outcomes, and refine how they express themselves. 2. They create entire worlds inside their minds. INFJs are not just deep thinkers, they are imaginative visionaries who construct entire mental landscapes filled with ideas, characters, and possible futures. Why this happens? 1. Their rich inner world is a result of their strong intuition and ability to see beyond the present moment. 2. They often retreat into their minds as a form of escape from the overwhelming outside world. 3. Their ability to see patterns and connections makes their internal world feel just as real as the external one. What this looks like in real life. 1. They create detailed, ongoing narratives in their head, stories, imaginary conversations, or even entire alternate realities. 2. They visualize future events in vivid detail, preparing for things that haven't happened yet. 3. They construct symbolic interpretations of their experiences, turning everyday life into a deeply layered, almost cinematic experience. Key takeaway: INFJs don't just think, they build entire worlds in their minds, seeing connections, possibilities, and narratives that others don't. 3. They pick up on hidden emotions. Even when no one says a word, one of the most invisible yet powerful INFJ habits is their ability to sense emotions that haven't been expressed aloud. Why this happens? 1. INFJs have high emotional intelligence EQ and can detect even the smallest shifts in mood, tone, and body language. 2. They absorb emotions from others, sometimes without realizing it, making them deeply attuned to subtle energy changes. 3. They use their intuition to read between the lines, recognizing when someone is suppressing their true feelings. What this looks like in real life. 1. They can walk into a room and instantly sense tension, sadness, or joy without anyone saying a word. 2. They know when someone is lying or hiding something, even if that person is a skilled manipulator. 3. They find themselves emotionally drained after social interactions because they unintentionally take on the emotions of those around them. Key takeaway: INFJs can pick up on the unspoken emotional undercurrents in any situation, making them feel like mind readers, an ability that often goes unnoticed but deeply shapes how they interact with others. 4. They have an off switch and disappear without warning. INFJs have a habit of suddenly withdrawing from social interactions, even from the people they love. Why this happens? 1. They absorb too much energy from others and need solitude to recharge. 2. They often reach a breaking point where they simply cannot engage anymore. 3. Their inner world is so rich and complex that they sometimes prefer it over external reality. What this looks like in real life. 1. They go from being engaged in a conversation to mentally disappearing without explanation. 2. They suddenly stop replying to messages or withdraw from social events, even if they were looking forward to them. 3. They vanish into solitude, sometimes for days, just to process their emotions and thoughts. Key takeaway. INFJs have an invisible off switch that activates when they become overstimulated, leading them to withdraw unexpectedly, even from the people they care about most. 5. They experience deep emotional echoes from the past. INFJs don't just remember past experiences, they relive them emotionally, often feeling the weight of old memories as if they were happening in the present. Why this happens? 1. Their introverted intuition, NII, and extroverted feeling, FI, work together to store emotional experiences in vivid detail. 2. They don't just recall what happened, they recall how it felt with startling accuracy. 3. Their high sensitivity to emotions makes certain memories feel fresh, even years later. What this looks like in real life. 1. A song, smell, or certain phrase can trigger an intense emotional memory out of nowhere. 2. They revisit past conversations and wonder if they could have handled them differently. 3. They feel random waves of nostalgia, regret, or joy from events long past. Key takeaway. INFJs don't just remember the past, they feel it all over again, experiencing emotional echoes that remain hidden from those around them. 6. They constantly seek meaning in everything. INFJs don't just go through life passively, they are constantly searching for deeper meaning in everything they experience. Why this happens? 1. Their introverted intuition, NI, is wired to look for symbolism, hidden messages, and deeper truths. 2. They don't accept things at face value. They need to understand the purpose behind them. 3. Their ability to see connections between seemingly unrelated things makes them natural seekers of wisdom. What this looks like in real life. 1. They reflect on why certain people came into their lives and what lesson they were meant to learn. 2. They assign symbolic meaning to everyday events, seeing them as part of a bigger picture. 3. They feel disconnected from people who don't think this way, often struggling with surface-level conversations. Key takeaway. INFJ constantly analyze, reflect, and search for deeper meaning in everything, an invisible habit that shapes the way they navigate the world. Final thoughts. The hidden habits of INFJs live in a world that few people truly understand. Their deep introspection, emotional sensitivity, and intuitive insights create hidden habits that shape their lives in profound ways. 1. They rehearse and relive conversations, analyzing every detail. 2. They create entire mental worlds, full of ideas, visions, and possibilities. 3. They sense hidden emotions, picking up on what's not being said. 4. They disappear suddenly, needing solitude to reset. 5. They experience deep emotional echoes, feeling the past as if it were still alive. 6. They search for meaning in everything, seeing connections others miss. These habits often go unnoticed, but they define the INFJ experience, shaping how they think, feel, and interact with the world. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more INFJ insights. Let us know in the comments, which of these habits do you relate to the most? What other hidden INFJ behaviors do you experience? Thank you for watching, and remember, your depth is your greatest strength.